Morocco, a land shaped by time, nature, and centuries of human story. A place where towering mountains rise from the earth like ancient guardians, formed over millions of years as tectonic plates collided, creating the mighty Atlas Range that stretches across the country. Where rivers carve their paths through stone, slowly shaping valleys and canyons, turning rock into life and desert into oasis. Every drop of water here carries history, feeding lands, sustaining communities, and giving birth to civilizations. In these landscapes, nature is not still, it is constantly creating. Wind sculpts cliffs, water shapes waterfalls, sunlight transforms colors from gold to deep red. But Morocco is more than landscapes. It is a land where ancient cultures still breathe, where traditions are passed from one generation to another, not written in books, but lived every single day. In remote valleys, you'll find villages untouched by time, where people live in harmony with nature, guided by rhythm, simplicity, and community. This is a country of contrasts, from the cool mist of hidden waterfalls to the burning silence of the desert, from lush green valleys full of life to wild coastlines where the ocean crashes against ancient stone. Every place tells a different story. Every journey reveals a new world. Today, we go beyond the maps, beyond the crowded cities, into places few truly explore. Hidden gems, raw landscapes, authentic moments. This is not just travel, this is discovery. This is Morocco, wild, timeless, and unforgettable.
Welcome to Immuzer, a hidden paradise tucked deep within the Atlas Mountains. Here, nature reveals one of its most beautiful transformations. During the dry season, the cliffs stand quiet, almost waiting. But when the rains arrive, everything changes. Water awakens. Rainfall from the mountains above gathers into streams, slowly flowing, then rushing until it spills dramatically over the rugged. These waterfalls are not permanent. They are seasonal miracles, shaped by gravity, erosion, and time. Over thousands of years, this flowing water has carved the rock, creating natural steps, curves, and channels that guide each drop on its journey downward. The air here feels different, cooler, cleaner, alive. As water flows, it releases a fine mist into the air, refreshing the skin and carrying the pure scent of earth and stone. The silence is not empty, it is peaceful, broken only by the soft rhythm of water cascading down, a natural melody that calms the mind. For generations, locals have come to Immuzer not just to see, but to feel. Families gather under shaded trees, sharing simple meals, laughter, and stories. Children play near the shallow streams, while others sit quietly, enjoying the calm energy of this place. In a fast-moving world, Immuzer offers something rare, a moment to slow down, breathe, and reconnect with what truly matters.
The Ait Bouguemez Valley is a large agricultural valley located in the central high Atlas Mountains of Morocco within the province of Azilal. Nicknamed the Happy Valley for its verdant landscapes and the friendliness of its Berber inhabitants, it is renowned for its authenticity and growing ecotourism appeal. Surrounded by towering peaks that rise over 2,000 meters, the valley is protected like a natural cradle. These mountains were formed millions of years ago through powerful tectonic forces, pushing the earth upward, creating a landscape both rugged and breathtaking. Unlike the dry regions nearby, Ait Bugemez is rich and fertile. Why? Because melting snow from the high Atlas Mountains flows down into the valley, feeding rivers, irrigating fields, and bringing life to the soil. Over time, this natural irrigation system has transformed the land into a patchwork of green, fields of wheat, orchards, and small farms stretching across the valley floor. This is nature working in perfect balance. Here, life moves at a different rhythm. There are no rushing crowds, no shoom of busy cities, only the quiet harmony between people and the land. Villagers wake with the sun, working the fields using traditional methods passed down for generations. Homes are built from earth and stone, blending seamlessly into the landscape as if they were always part of it. Happiness here is simple. It lives in shared meals, in genuine smiles, in the connection between insan and nature. In Ait Bugemez, time does not stop, but it slows, allowing you to truly feel each moment. This is more than a valley. It is a reminder that true richness is not measured in speed or noise, but in peace, connection, and simplicity.
Welcome to Tafarout, a magical village resting quietly in the heart of the anti-Atlas Mountains. This landscape tells a story that began over 300 million years ago. Deep beneath the Earth's surface, molten rock slowly cooled and hardened, forming granite, one of the oldest and strongest rocks on the planet. Over time, wind and temperature changes shaped these massive rocks, cracking them, smoothing them, and sculpting them into rounded, surreal forms we see today. What makes Tafarout truly unique is its color. The granite here contains natural minerals like feldspar, which gives the rocks their beautiful pink tianok. As the sun rises and sets, the light hits these formations at a low angle, transforming the landscape into glowing shades of pink, gold, and deep orange. It feels almost unreal, like walking through a living painting. Tafarout is not loud, it does not rush. Here, silence is part of the experience. Only the wind moves, gently brushing against the mountains, creating a calm, almost meditative atmosphere. The village itself blends into the land, small homes painted in soft tones, built with materials taken directly from the earth. Life here follows nature. Locals live simply, growing almonds, producing traditional goods, and preserving their culture with pride. One of Tafarout's most surprising artistic touches is nearby, rocks painted in bright colors, turning nature into a bold, open-air gallery. Tafarout is quiet, yet powerful, a place where time, nature, and light come together to remind us that the earth itself is an artist.
Here is Lexira Beach, where the vast Atlantic Ocean meets towering red arches sculpted by time itself. At first glance, it feels like a place from another world, where land and sea are locked in an endless, powerful dialogue. But these arches did not appear overnight. They are the result of millions of years of natural forces, a slow, patient collaboration between wind, water, and stone. The cliffs surrounding Lexira are made of sedimentary rock, formed long ago from layers of sand and minerals compressed over time. These rocks, rich in iron, give the landscape its deep red and orange tones. As the ocean waves crash against the base of these cliffs, they begin a process known as marine erosion. Day after day, year after year, Water finds the smallest cracks, gradually widening them, shaping tunnels until eventually these openings grow into massive arches. What we see today is nature's architecture, not built in years, but in ages. Standing beneath these arches, you feel small, not in fear, but in awe. The sound of the ocean is constant, a rhythmic force that echoes through the rocks and into the air. Wind moves freely across the beach, carrying the scent of salt and the energy of the sea. This is not a silent place. It is alive, breathing, moving. But the true magic of Lexira reveals itself as the sun begins to set. The sky slowly shifts from soft blue to deep orange to burning red. As the light lowers on the horizon, it strikes the arches at just the right angle, and suddenly the entire landscape ignites. The red rocks glow brighter, the ocean reflects golden fire, and the beach becomes a canvas of moving color. In this moment, time feels different. People walk slowly along the shore, some in silence, others simply watching, not speaking, because words are not enough. Lexira is not just a place you visit, it is a place you experience. You don't just see the arches, you feel their history. You don't just hear the ocean, you feel its power. Here, nature reminds us of something profound, that the greatest creations are not rushed. They are shaped slowly, patiently, over time beyond imagination. And in that quiet understanding, Lexira leaves something within you that stays long after you've gone.
Step into Ouarzazate, the gateway to the Sahara, and a place where reality and imagination blend seamlessly. Located at the crossroads between the high Atlas Mountains and the vast desert beyond, Ouarzazate has long been a natural passage for travelers. For centuries, caravans carrying gold, spices, and textiles crossed these lands, connecting sub-Saharan Africa to the north. Its position made it not just a stop along the way, but a place of exchange, culture, and survival. But in modern times, Ouarzazate became known for something entirely different. Its dramatic landscapes, vast deserts, rugged mountains, and timeless architecture have turned it into one of the world's most iconic natural film sets. Here, imagination finds a home. At the famous Atlas Studios, one of the largest film studios in the world, entire civilizations have been recreated. Ancient kingdoms, distant planets, and legendary battles all brought to life in this extraordinary environment. Many globally known productions have been filmed here, including scenes from Gladiator, The Mummy, and the epic series Game of Thrones. These landscapes are more than backgrounds. They are characters in the story, powerful, timeless, and full of emotion. The endless horizons give filmmakers a sense of scale, a feeling that anything is possible. But beyond the cameras, beyond the lights and action, lies something even deeper: history. Across this region, ancient kasbahs rise from the ground, built from mud, straw, and stone. These structures are not just buildings, they are fortresses of memory. Designed to withstand the harsh desert climate, their thick walls protect against heat during the day and cold during the night. Small windows, narrow passages, and high towers were carefully planned, offering both defense and comfort. One of the most remarkable examples nearby is Ait Ben Haddou, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that has stood for centuries. These kasbahs once played a vital role in trade routes. Merchants would stop here to rest, to store goods, to exchange stories from distant lands.
Gold from West Africa, spices from the south, textiles from the north, all passed through these walls, and with them came cultures, languages, and traditions. Today, the kasbahs still stand, weathered, silent, yet full of life in their stories. Ouarzazate is more than a film location. It is a bridge between past and present, a place where ancient journeys meet modern dreams, where history and imagination walk side by side.